The first part that we practiced was the ing and ed descriptions. The difference between adjectives that produce a sensation versus adjectives that express feelings and emotions, right? We confuse them a lot, and it's necessary to review, it's necessary to practice, it's necessary to talk about it. That's the first part. Part two, the difference between regular and irregular verbs. You see how to detect regular verbs, how to memorize irregular verbs, how to pronounce regular verbs. That's another very, very important. Your pronunciation is fundamental here. Okay. Part three, the difference between English and Spanish, including all the logic of words, right? We have words, orders, transitive verbs. We have here transitive verbs, the object it, the subject it. We have yeah, the object, how to use person verb object in English, how to use it to talk about the weather, the time, dates, how to ask questions in English using auxiliaries, using the correct collocation of words, and of course, descriptions. How to use the connector to, how to use the person it, and how to avoid mistakes when you talk in English. The last part that we practiced was only that. Technically, it's only that. Ah, yeah, position of words, reorganizing words, because we normally have a different order in Spanish than in English. So that's number two. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So, did you understand? Do you have any question about it?
No, teacher.
No, teacher. No for a moment.
Sure. So, what topics are we going to see in the exam? What's the first topic?
Verb with ing.
Verbs,
Verbs with ing.
but they are not verbs. They are orange. What words are used in color orange?
Adjectives.
Ah, so we are talking about adjectives. Adjectives with ing and adjectives with ed. Right?
Okay.
If we talk about verbs, we are talking about a different thing. These are not verbs. These are descriptions. Only descriptions. Second topic. What's the next topic that we have for the exam? Anyone? Anyone? Hello?
Mm,
What's the second topic?
you can say an example?
An example? An example of what?
No. The adverbs?
Adverbs?
No,
But
adjectives.
adjectives. No. My question is different. My question is,
Okay.
what is the second topic for the exam?
Ah, okay.
The first topic is adjectives. Adjectives and
The second
be
part
and
is
ing.
question, question, the weather.
Incorrect. That's part 7.
Ah,
That's very, very, very late. Different. The second part is regular versus irregular verbs.
okay. Regular
This is
and
the second part.
irregular verbs.
Exactly. We are going to practice. You are going to give me examples in past, examples in present, questions, and affirmations. With different verbs, of course. So at least the minimum verbs that you need to memorize are the verbs in the structures handbook. Those are the minimum verbs that you
Ah,
need
okay. Yes.
to study right. Do you have your structures handbook?
Yes.
I
Yes.
sent you, no, the last version of the structures handbook.
The last version, I don't remember.
You don't remember.
I didn't remember.
No, you don't.
I don't?
Yes. Yes, because we are talking in
Yeah,
remember
because
is happening in present time.
I don't remember, sorry.
You don't remember. Very, very bad. Okay, let's check then. 6 o'clock. Let me check the files. I sent you this document. Yes, I sent you this document. This document was sent to you 3 weeks ago, somewhat over there. 3 or 4 weeks ago. I think it was before the break.
Yes, I have a
Okay.
netbook,
Mhm.
a handbook.
Well, in that handbook, you have
Handbook.
in that handbook, you have these 2 pages. The page. Let me check. Wait a second. Here. In the handbook, you have these 2 pages. The first page that has regular verbs, and the second page that has irregular verbs.
Mhm.
The verbs that you are going to practice in the exam are here in this section.
Yes.
And you need to read, you need to memorize, and you need to know those verbs as soon as possible. You know, those are the minimum verbs that you need to study. That's part 2. Let me write that on WhatsApp.
This is part 2.
Yes, this is part 2. If you don't write this in WhatsApp, tomorrow Benji will tell me, no, not teacher, I don't remember. So let's write.
This part, these 2 part, for these 2 part, we need to study regular and regular verbs,
Correct.
or only regular verbs with ending
No, both.
ed.
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yes, of course. We need both. Can you listen to me well here using this microphone? Yeah, right. I think it's
Yeah.
Yes, I listen.
okay. So part 1. Adjectives. And then ing. Versus adjectives. And then and ed. Part 2. Part 2 are regular and irregular verbs. Now let's check part 3. What is the part 3 for the exam?
Translations
Excellent.
from Spanish to English.
Excellent. Yes, translating correctly, which is the difference between Spanish and English when we are translating. This topic includes. Actually, let me check this. Let me create a new topic, a new slide that summarizes all in a nutshell. In a nutshell. Okay, this is slide 34. 30, 30, 30, 31, 32, 34. Okay. Translation. The first thing that we need to take into consideration is the usage of it. Number 2, the usage of transitive verbs. Number 3 is the order of words or reorganizing the components of a sentence, right? And here we are going to include the importance of objects. Okay, here we go. A, B, C, and D, right? These 4 points include the different topics that we talked about. For example, letter A, the usage of it, talked about.
The weather,
Exactly, that's right.
Mhm.
With the weather, times, and dates, but also including when we are talking about a non-living thing. For example, an object. If you talk about an object, you say it, right? But
Yes.
also very important when you are describing a situation. So we are going to use, and we have to consider these soft points. One, two, three. When the object is a non-living thing, like this one, then we are talking about words like it is amazing. The movie is amazing. It was amazing, right? The movie was amazing. Replace the movie. What's the result?
It was.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Perfect. This is an example of point number 1. That's it. The movie was amazing. It was amazing. That's bullet one. There. Bullet two, talking about the weather, times, or dates. So we have, for example, Benji, predict the weather. Give me a prediction about the weather.
Mm, mm, it rains again this
Rains every day
morning.
or in this moment?
In this
Or in,
moment.
in this, those, you said this morning, right?
No, this is this afternoon.
This afternoon. Yeah, right. Exactly. This afternoon. If you say this morning or this afternoon, is this present or past?
Um, if I say my sentence in this moment with morning is past.
Aha. Afternoon too. Because right now it's not more, it is not afternoon. Right now it's evening.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Mhm. Then if you need to consider and take into consideration the time, because the time affects the context. This is actually very similar to the topic we saw 2 weeks ago. The context affects the verb. So if you say this morning, you need to talk in past. But if you say right now, you need to use ing. And if you say tonight,
Mhm.
you need to use will because it's a prediction.
Okay.
Then
Yeah. Okay.
take
Yeah.
a decision. If I ask you, make a prediction about the weather, you need to use will.
Well.
Make a prediction.
Okay. It will. Uh, it will rain. It
Exactly.
will no. It will rain. It will rain tonight.
Exactly. That's correct. That's a difference between one the first one and the verb needs to match the time expression. This is something that we are going to consider for the exam too. Right. Let me
Yeah.
take a note here that says, remember, the context and time exerts of the sentence. It makes sense. Everything makes sense. Do you have any question about this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Laurita, give me an example about describing a situation. For example, use the word, the adjective important, relevant, amazing, ready, etc.
Mhm. This movie
Mhm.
is
Situation.
a situation.
Yep.
Okay.
A situation. For example,
Mm,
this.
the simulacro.
Okay.
Simulacro is was opportunity.
I think you don't. No.
No.
Check this out. We are
It's,
going to talk about a situation. Check
okay.
this
Situation
order of
is what
words.
I don't I don't know
This.
a situation.
Look at this. When you're talking about a situation, this
Mhm.
is number. No, it's not this one. Wait.
The situation is what is situation? The weather is no is in situation.
Here it is. When you say, for example, you say es increíble, es difícil, o es más rápido. Here, the
Okay.
subject in Spanish, the subject is implicit.
Okay.
So we are going to, let me take a parenthesis that we are going to include here. Implicit.
The situation is possible a run a marathon.
No, that
No.
is a category letter A. If you talk about the marathon, or the earthquake or the simulation, etc., this is
Thing
a non-living thing.
living. Okay.
So you are talking about nouns. That's like coffee, for example. It, water, for example. It, the, even the weather. The weather can be included as a non-living thing. But if you talk about a situation, you are talking about
The
implicit.
situation is possible. What? The friendly. De amistad, por ejemplo. Friendly.
It's again a non-living thing. One more time. No. I'm talking about implicit
Okay.
subjects in Spanish. Implicit subject in Spanish.
Okay.
Because when you say in
Is
Spanish,
wonderful. Is wonderful. When I know the other city.
Okay, that precisely. Incomplete.
Okay.
Because in Spanish we say es genial cuando conozco otra ciudad. Claro que es genial. En español no necesitamos un sujeto. But switch to English. The condition in English is to
is necesario
the
subject. Okay. It is.
Exactly.
It is amazing.
Correct.
When I know other place.
Exactly. When I know other place, complement for the first time.
Okay. It is amazing the new places.
Oh, and super important. When you are describing a situation, according again to the formula, look at the formula here, Laura.
Subject, verb, complement.
Look at the second formula.
Okay.
This one.
It is adjective, amazing.
Adjective is
It
amazing.
is amazing to know.
Exactly.
To know
Yes,
other
yes.
places.
Correct. For
It is amazing to know other places.
for
Ah, okay. For mm,
por primera vez. How do you say por primera vez in English?
for first time,
Yes, but incomplete. For the first time.
for
For the first time.
for I visit.
For the first time.
Okay.
For the.
For the for the first time.
Exactly. For the first time.
Teacher,
You see it? Bless you.
when say no
Mhm.
is say for no for complement no, to know other place. I don't understand for the first time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't think in Spanish because in Spanish you are thinking in the connector para,
Uh,
right? This is not para. It's for the first time. It's a complete expression altogether.
for the first time.
Mhm.
Por primera vez.
Exactly. You know this connector? This is, for example, when you say eh, he trabajado independiente por 20 años. How do you say that in English?
I have worked.
Uh-huh.
I have worked for 20 years.
That's it. This is the same for?
20 years ago.
No, no, no. Eliminate a go.
No.
We are not
Only
talking about.
when say have, no say ago. Okay.
Correct. Exactly.
I have worked
Mhm.
alone.
Uh-huh.
No, alone for 20 years.
Correct. That for is the same for in this case.
Is situation this? Okay.
It's situation and no, it's period of time.
Okay. Period of time. Wait, because I have worked.
Correct.
Okay.
It's amazing to know other places for the first time. Here we
Okay.
are using the
Yes.
formula that we were talking about in this slide. It's adjective plus to plus verb. If you want to be more specific, you can use it's, and then an adjective, and then the connector to, and then the verb. This can be used as the formula for describing situations. Formula for describing situations. That make sense? Or doesn't make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Yes?
Yes.
There we go. There you go. What about Benji? Do you understand this formula for describing situations?
Mm, mm, yeah. Yes.
Give me an example.
Mm, it's it's exciting
Yes,
to know new languages.
it's exciting to know new languages. That's it. Easy
Okay.
as that. Mhm. There we go. I think everything is perfect in this case. Okay. The next one. The usage of transitive verbs. If you are talking about transitive verbs, you are talking about verbs like take, give, bring, teach, and
Mhm.
other verbs. I don't find them. Just a second. Aha. Usage of transitive verbs. Why this is important? Because when we talk in Spanish, sometimes we don't use the corresponding uh, word in the corresponding position, right? If I say me, how do you say this? I'm thinking, I'm thinking, just a second. Okay. Hice tu tarea a Javier. How do you say this in English? First, we need to use our subject, right? Who did the action in this case?
Mhm.
What's the first part? Anyone?
I did.
I did. I like it. So the first part is I did. And what did you do?
Mm, the homework or the
Whose
assignment.
whose assignment?
I did. I did it. Your assignment? No,
My assignment.
no,
We
your.
have a specific person. Read
No,
the original idea.
no, I did the Javier's assignment.
Perfect. Eliminate that.
I did Javier's assignment.
Exactly. That's correct. All this section, here we have the subject, which is I. Then we have did, which is the verb. And then we have Javier's assignment, which is the noun. I did Javier's assignment. There is a lot of concising words that we don't need. It was very important that you said the, right? Because when you're talking about a specific thing in Spanish, we say the, la tarea.
Mhm.
In English, the word Javier or Javier's with apostrophe eliminates the, because it's a
No.
specific assignment. You have two options, the assignment or Javier's assignment. Never both.
Mm.
You see?
The other possible solution is I did the assignment of Javier.
Exactly. That's another one.
Okay.
But that is definitely more basic. You know,
Okay.
that's not
It's
the
not common.
best option.
Okay.
It probably is not common, and I need you to exercise the apostrophe s. This section is super important to start using.
Okay.
You know, that part is more relevant, especially for this level.
Okay.
Okay, let's give a moment to Jessie because Jessie is in the chat. Hello, Jess.
Hello.
Hi, girl.
I will get the next please. Is here Benji? Hi Benji.
Hi,
Good night.
yes. Good night.
Thank you. And Lau. Hi Lau. Good night.
Hello. Hello. Yes.
So thank you,
Good
Lau.
night. Mhm.
Yes, thank you. Thank you everyone. And see you tomorrow. Have a good
Yes.
night.
You.
See you tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Next section. We are talking about the importance of objects in letter C. Okay, letter C is when you are talking about an implicit object. For homework, you are going to translate the following. Okay. For homework, translate this sentence. Okay. Do you have any question?
No. It's possible. I left it
Aha,
in the table.
very good. Oh, Benji. On the table, Benji.
On the table.
In the table.
Yes.
Because the table is not three-dimensional.
Over.
Or over. Aha.
Ah, okay.
On or
Yeah.
over. Never in.
Oh, yeah. It's true. So it's over the table.
Exactly.
I left it over the table.
Those are the two options. Right? Any questions?
No, teacher.
Awesome. In that case, we finished for today.
Thank
Right.
you.
Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, teacher. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher. See you
Good
tomorrow.
night.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.